I thought because it was in a case, it would just be one single box. Oh, nice weight too. So what we have here is a butterscotch ash body with maple neck, rosewood fretboard, arm carve, belly carve. So it's got a kind of vintage look. I didn't want a maple fretboard, I wanted the rosewood. So it's got the kind of the vintage body look, but then modernized. If you buy a G&L new, you get this nice black envelope, and inside it, you will receive a certificate of authenticity, and it's signed by Phyllis Fender. And that's right, that's Mrs. Fender, that's Leo Fender's wife. She's the honorary chairman. You guys know the history of G&L, and if you don't, there's a video down below that will tell you the history of G&L. What I love about G&Ls is this sheet that gives you the specification sheet. The pickups are the G&L MFD ASAT Classic Single Coil in the neck, and the G&L MFD ASAT Classic Single Coil in the bridge. Box steel bridge with 6 saddles. I want to talk about the fact that there is a ton of options on this guitar that you can pick out, just like if it was a Fender custom shop, except for even probably more so. There's 5 neck shape options available for this guitar. This has the modern classic, but you can also order it in Slim C, Classic Plus C, and Classic Wide C. That's right, you can even get a wider space neck if you want. It also comes in 3 different neck radiuses. This is 9.5, but you could get 12-inch or 7.25. This has medium jumbo frets, but you can also get stainless steel medium jumbo or vintage style. Flat sawn maple neck, but you can get quarter sawn maple. You can also get Caribbean rosewood instead of the Indian rosewood that's on this. You can also get an ebony fretboard. Now this guitar has a bone nut, but you could also get it with a Graphtec. And like I said earlier, this has an arm carve and a belly carve, but you can get it without those or just one of those. You can also get different styles of bridges and pickups, and this is what they basically consider a standard option list. This isn't their custom shop. So again, I just want you to be aware that if you want to wait a little while, you can order up a G&L however you like it. Next specifications, it's the modern classic. So when I measured it, it was just under 21 millimeters at the 1st fret and just under 22.5 millimeters at the 12th fret. Let's tune it up. All right, that was probably the fastest tune-up we've done so far since we've been doing it that way. Let's see how they shipped it to us. We are looking at after the 12th fret. Between the 12th fret and the low E string, we are looking at 1.5 millimeters. On the high E, we are at 1.25 millimeters. Very nice. The neck looks straight with just a little bit of relief. I can tell you that that's fine. I like it. I don't think I'll adjust it at all. If I was to adjust it at all, I might lower. No, I think I'm good. I think it's out of the box. I just love the coloring in that butterscotch. Look at that. You can see the grain. All right, let's check the nut. So it's medium jumbo frets. Looking at it, it looks like they could have cut these 3 high string slots just a little deeper, just a little bit. You can measure it by pushing down on the 3rd fret. And I mean, they're really, really good. So now what I want to do is the fret test, and we're going to use nylon sock here. So it looks like that. Let's go ahead and test these frets. Here we go. And a little bit of catch. They're not sprouted. They're just not finely rounded and perfect, although they feel good. So you can see just a little bit of catching here and there. Nothing that's snagging it, but again, you can see those little streaks right there. You can feel it just in a couple spots, right? You can hear it. You can probably even hear it. That it catches in like 1 or 2 frets, and that's where you get those little marks. And but you can see, you know, not that bad. So would I correct this? No, because like I said, it's not fret sprout. It's just you need to really have the frets polished if you want it to not snag at all. So no fret sprout, but we'll see. We'll see. Another thing I like about the guitar that's interesting is that they're using the football jack. I like that. I like that a lot. There's nothing wrong with the telly jack. It's a great jack, but I prefer that. And again, we don't need to use that old telly jack. Again, something a little old and a little new. Perfect. This is a flat sawn neck. It is not quarter sawn. Let me double check that. Yep, I just want to look at it from both angles. What I'm looking for when I look at that is 2 things. You can look at the top and see if the lines go vertical across the headset this way versus sideways. The other way I can tell is when I'm looking at the back of the neck, you'll see what I call pixelation. It reminds me of the new pixelated desert camouflage you see, where it's little squares. The reason I look at it that way too is because sometimes I want to know if a fretboard is quarter sawn, so you can see it also in this fretboard. And here's a good comparison of what it will look like. But this is a flat saw neck, nothing wrong with that. It's got a dual action truss rod. This one is 7 pounds, 3 ounces. So really light. If I was gonna order it from G&L, I might have ordered it with a humbucker in the neck, maybe. But that's something I can always add later. We'll confirm what this is routed for to see if we can put a humbucker in it. Okay, so something to note is I took the pickguard off, and you'll see that the neck pickup is directly mounted to the body, but you'll also see that it is routed for a single coil. So this is not something you could easily update to a humbucker. You would have to route, but that's up to you. But now you know. They look like they are routing it specifically for the single coils if you get a single coil version like this. And while we have the guitar apart, let's look at the guts. So what we have here is the 3-way switch, nice, 250K potentiometers. We have the capacitor here for the tone control, and then look here, there's basically a treble bleed. Very cool. So to get started on some sounds, I'm gonna start with some clean sounds. I'm running my 65 Deluxe Reverb. It's a stock speaker, it's got the Jensen in it. It's got an SM57 mic'd up to it. That middle position, man. Man, that just balances nice. Then we got the neck. So now what I have set up is the Freeman Dirty Shirley Mini. It's a 25-watt head. I'm running it into a 212 cabinet with a vintage 30 that's mic'd up. And I'm running a Keeley Caverns delay in the effects loop. So that's pretty good. Now here's a tone I really like. The middle position, that's where all of a sudden it cleans up. That neck is really kind of smoothing out the bite. But I love it halfway, or almost halfway, 40% back on the tone control. So now we're going to the neck pickup. I really like the guitar, and I'm impressed, and I can't say that there was any issues that really concern me overall, and I hope that helps you when I did the assessment of the guitar. As always, I want to thank all of you for hanging out to the end of the video with me. It's not only nice of you guys to watch the video, support the channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all the nice things you guys do, but also when you guys get to this point of the video, just keep in mind you've really supported the channel that extra mile, and I appreciate that. As always, thank you so much for your time. Till the next time, know your gear,